Well, as you know, that Africa United brings you everything that has to do with AFCON 2021 in Cameroon. We've managed to hijack yet another one of our SABC Sport analysts, and it is Delron Buckley. He's here to do a Bundesliga game, but I managed to just take him for a bit and find out what he has to say about AFCON so far. Delron, thank you so much for your time. The tournament has started, it's still early days, but what is your assessment of what you've seen so far?
Well, to be honest with you, Bongani, so far what I've seen is that it's been really interesting on how the match has been played, and you don't have actually a country where you can say they're going to win the African Cup, because you see Senegal, their first game they won, last minute they get a penalty, and then now just yesterday they played and lost 1-0. So it's every country's opportunity to probably win this African Cup. This is why it makes it very interesting to watch it. And
looking at the squad that Bafana has now, I know they're not there, but you played at AFCON 2002 in Mali, 2004 in Tunisia. Most of you guys were based in Europe, and right now you look at the squad, most of them are locally based players. So how did it impact the way you guys played at major tournaments like AFCON?
You see, the thing is that back in my days, we had, as you said, we had quality players that played overseas. So they got the experience playing in top clubs like Manchester United, Borussia Dortmund. You had other players playing for Lazio, Rome, and so on. So it was automatically, when the players came back to play for the country, you already had the quality in the team. You know, you had it functioning like each player knew exactly what the next player is going to do. So it made our job very, very easy. That's how we were very successful. But on the other hand, you know, the national team you see today, they put in a great performance, you know, a great qualification on the games they played. You know, it was exciting to see them. It was just a pity at the last game they got beaten against Ghana, which is very hard sore. You know, I mean, I was analysing the game, and to see what the referee did there, you know, it was, as we say, below the belt. And this is one of the reasons why we couldn't get to the next round.
Exactly. So let me just remind our viewers that, of course, this is the home of Bundesliga, SABC Sport. As I did mention earlier, that I hijacked Delron Buckley as he's about to do a Bundesliga game. So as someone that keeps a close eye on Bundesliga, there's like about 12 players that play their football in the Bundesliga that are at AFCON right now. There's one specific player that I want us to focus on, and that is Eric Choupo-Moting of Cameroon and Bayern Munich. As a player that plays for a big club, how much pressure does he get to feel when he meets up with his team in the national team?
Well, from his point of view, what I can say is that if you Choupo-Moting and you're playing for Bayern Munich and you go play for your national team, I don't think it's a problem, because Bayern Munich have so much quality players where they can replace him. You have Lewandowski playing up front, which is scoring goals. You have other strikers that can fill his position. But if you're playing for a club, well, like for VfL Bochum, for Mainz or Hoffenheim, clubs like this that need the player, you know, it becomes problematic, which happened with me when I played for VfL Bochum for 9 years. Every time I was called up for the national team, it was always a fight, you know, because they wanted to keep me. You can't go play for national team. You know, you earning your money here by us. You know, you're a regular and so on. But you know, I was really thick-headed, and a national team for me was my first priority, and this is why I always came down to play for the national team.
Did FIFA not intervene whenever they were trying to keep you from representing your national team?
Well, the club, they try their tricks, you know, like, you know, the player's injured, you can't go, and then, you know, they want you to say that you're injured, and they would send documentation from the physio and so on. But I wasn't that kind of player. You know, the minute the national team called, I wanted to go. This is why I've almost played every single game for the national team when I was called up. But if you didn't go and present your country, you know, of course, Bafana took action. You know, went to FIFA, and then FIFA would have suspended you for a few games and so on, which was good.
And it's something that we've seen at AFCON. Watford from England not wanting to release a couple of players from Nigeria, so we'll wait and see how that one unfolds. But before I let you go, Delron, I just want to know which player is the one that you think we should look out for at this AFCON tournament.
Well, there's a lot of players to look out for. You know, you have quality players. You can't just actually pick finger-wise because these players, they play in Europe. You know, if they're performing at their clubs, you think, okay, maybe that's the player that will come and perform for his country. But when you come play for your country and you play in Africa, it's a different cup of tea.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's differently. The facilities are differently. The atmosphere is differently. Is the player going to produce for his club at the time? This is why you can't say, no, that player will stand out. You know, you've got to wait and see as the games get played, and then you come towards your semi-finals, quarter-finals, and then you can say maybe this player, okay, he's the one that'll stand out at the end of the day.
Thank you so much, Delron, for your time. Well, there you have it. We continue to hijack them and get their tactical analysis. This is Africa United, and make sure that you stay tuned for more.